IFA 2025 has just finished in Berlin, and what an amazing show it's been. I wanted to share with you one of my standout exhibitors at the event, and that was Dreo. Long-time subscribers of the channel know Dreo is one of my favourite brands. We've recently reviewed their turbo poly fans, and it seems quite clear that Dreo are definitely going to be taking over the heating and cooling market in the coming years, as they have so many amazing products currently on sale, coming up very soon, and going to be released into early 2026. The first product that I want to show you here is the new Dreo 765 Turbo Poly Fan, an awesome pedestal fan implementing many of the great features that we loved in the turbo poly fans that we covered earlier in the year, but this has some really interesting hidden tricks up its sleeve. Firstly, this 765S is battery powered, so no messy cables, but still has the awesome power that you would come to expect from the Dreo range of turbo poly fans. It has a really cool kind of dual function to it. Firstly, it is a pedestal fan as we see it here, but it can transform into a smaller desktop fan as well with an inbuilt stand, and with a very simple mechanism you can unlock it, pull it out, and be turning it back into a pedestal fan, so it can pretty much go anywhere with you. In fact, you could conceivably take this out camping with you in a caravan, or maybe you just want to carry a fan with you so you've always got your number one fan. Yeah, that's right. That's my only fan joke of the day. The 765 is also making use of Dreo's new incredible remote control technology that links the remote's orientation exactly to the fan's orientation. It's kind of like a gyro mechanism. When you press a button on the remote, it will change where the fan points. So you can point the fan exactly in the direction you want just by pointing the remote in that way. It's quite crazy. It makes you feel a bit like a magician, but I'm there for it. I love this kind of gadget innovation. In fact, we actually saw this technology, this new remote control technology they have, in a few of the products they have here at IFA 2025, and it is always kind of mind-blowing when I do see it. The next, and my favourite that I saw at IFA 2025 from Dreo, was their whole room heater fan, the 714S. The whole room heater is borrowing the same articulation mechanism that we saw from the turbo poly fans that we reviewed earlier this year. A mechanism that gives you multiple axes of movement, not just left and right, but also up and down, and both of those together simultaneously, but implementing this into a much smaller desktop-sized fan heater. Now, we saw this being showcased, the 714S, with the very smart Dreo app. We did look a little bit at the app before when we did the Turbo Polyfan review early in the year, but it seems like they've continued to develop this, and they've really implemented some very exciting features into their heaters as well. When linked, it not only gives you full access to the remote control functions via your tablet or phone, whatever device you have connected to yours, but will also allow you to fully make use of some of the very smart features that the 714S has on show. The most amazing, for me anyway, was the open window detection. This fan will detect when your windows in the room that it's in have been opened and will stop the heating working so you don't burn electricity for no reason. The 714S also boasts a 2000 watt output, which is amazing. The speed in which this fan can heat a fairly big sized room is incredibly impressive for its really small footprint. I know personally I'm really looking forward to getting one of these for what is going to be inevitably another very cold winter in the UK. The heat resistant materials also on show here, and in fact across the majority of the products from the Dreo family are also incredibly impressive. They use some very clever heat protection on the cables, on the actual heating elements, and on the front of these fans and heaters themselves. In fact, they are so effective at being heat resistant that you can technically touch the front elements of the heater whilst it is on and it will not burn you. The guys from the Dreo team were showing me this and they weren't getting burnt, but I'm still not quite brave enough to try this myself. I'm just going to take their word for it on this one. And this incredibly impressive heat resistant technology carries over to their absolute showpiece of the IFA booth itself, and that was the Solaris 818 heater, an absolutely stunning piece of furniture. And it's not only amazing amazingly safe, but it is incredibly stylish. I have to say, this is a very beautiful looking heater, really beautiful. And in truth, this is one of the key things that I love about all of the Dreo products I've seen here at IFA 2025, both actually from Dreo in the past and looking forward into the future of their new products. They all are beautiful. Not only do they offer market-leading functions, the absolute best quality that hits so far above its price point, it seems insane, but they also just look damn good whilst they're doing it. I mean, it is important. These fans and heaters and air conditioners are all going to be very visible pieces of furniture in your home, so they should look good too, and Dreo certainly do that with their new and upcoming products. Easily my favourite fans and heaters on the market, and definitely one of my top 5 gadgets from IFA 2025. Make sure you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future top 5 gadgets, and from IFA 2025, I will see you next time.